Alright then, so the 7DRL challenge of 2023 is done. And the results are in. Alright, so I already made basically a video going over a little bit about the process and stuff like that. You can go check that out if you want to. But I'll note this point that there's basically some games here on the top part of this page here of it to play. We played Combat Dungeon, Decker, Loose Spirits, Magpie, Life Sign, and Firefighting Wizard Pet Rescue. But then there's also some other games in here I've got to play at the top here. So we got KROK, Boat Journey, Minesweeper. We've got Wizard Fight Fear, Thief Fire from GM Lab down here, but I basically plan to play at some point. Basically lots of things to do. And I figure let's just get to it. So KROK. Venture into the Killer Rooms of Chaos to retrieve the Amulet of Yendor. A traditional roguelike made for 7-day roguelike of 2023. Alright, so KROK is basically the Killer Room of Chaos as his acronym, alright, that's how it works. Inspired by the cult classic puzzle game Drod. Maneuver both your character and their giant sword to slay monsters with tight tactical combat. Interesting. So it looks like we got ourselves basically a directional weapon based game in the browser. Alright, let's see how it goes. Run the game. Alright, instructions. This help is accessible from the in-game pause menu and main menu if you need to refer to it. In this game, you are represented by the yellow @ symbol at the center of the screen. You also have a sword represented by a line next to the @ pointing in the appropriate direction. So yeah, directional weapon based game. All possible actions appear as a clickable button below the map. Everything can be done with just a keyboard, but this may be useful to see what your options are. You can move around using the several control schemes. So we got Q, W, E, A, D, Z, X, Z. So basically got your traditional block type of keys basically on the keyboard, with S probably being your wait button. The traditional VI keys, the numpad, arrow keys, and normal or cursor arrows also work, but can't do dial movement because reasons. Swing your sword around using the dash and the equal sign. Alright, those are over there. I'll have to basically test if those basically work, I guess, on the numpad, but whatever. There's no equal sign on the numpad, so never mind. Or numpad minus and plus keys. Alright, so basically use plus and minus based on a numpad, or you basically use the minus or equal sign key on the 0 to 9 area of the keyboard. Swinging your sword into an enemy attacks them. Moving your sword into them uses normal movement, also attacks them. Moving the actual player into the enemies does not attack them. Aww, you can't pierce people? That sucks. Oh, that's the @ symbol. So you can basically move your sword. Okay, that makes more sense. Though I think it would be interesting to have a sort of bump thing where you bump into them and knock them around, but whatever. You can wait around for a turn using the minus or the S or the numpad 5, because those are all keys for waiting. Hover the mouse cursor over the map to see what tiles, items, and entities are in a given square. Doors represented by the light green D must be smashed open with your sword. Red letters represent the enemies. Mouse over them for details. Watch out for their movement patterns. Items appear as yellow letters on the map. Pick up items with the armor and weapons will be equipped immediately, and spares cannot be carried. Potions and other useful items go in your inventory and can be used by clicking the appropriate button or using number of keys 1 to 5. And of course, use the stairs with the a comma key apparently. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's probably the up and down. You start on a staircase you entered from and cannot go back out. Alright, so return. Play. Oh, that's credits first. So, mostly everything is done by Maximilian Hunt. Made with Preact, TypeScript, Motion, and Immer. The square font is by Wouter van Mussen. Yeah, I can't pronounce that, but oh well. Copyright by Cooper Hewitt Smithsonian Design Museum, blah blah. And before I do anything else, I should probably check who basically made this game down here for more information. So it's made by Mr. HD Pie. And of course, there's probably like some other people basically like with them, but whatever. That's who basically submitted it, and I guess I have our extra stuff. All right, so let's play. All right, so the trapdoor slams shut above you, and locks clicks. You hear the king yell, "Come back up when you found my Amulet of Yendor." All right, so traditional type of kingliness, I guess. All right, so we have player stats basically over here. So HP, level, attack, equip weapon, equip armor. We got big stick and we got rags on floor. Why are we equipping that big stick by our king? Okay, so I guess we're sort of like the prisoners being sent in here with a laugh, I guess. Left, right, up, down, left, up, right down, right up. Rotate counterclockwise, rotate clockwise, wait, use stairs, and menu. So counterclockwise would be this way, that way. Is that a snake? Oh, look at it, a snake, a slithering snake. Attack 10. And yeah, I can basically use like these keys if I want to to do stuff. So interesting how it knocks down my thing here when I basically hover over the snake, but whatever. So up, up. So here's the snake for 10. Okay, so I hit the snake for 10 there. Up. Him again, and up. He's dead. The snake has died. Alright, so another bit basically I can use my mouse basically to play this game a fully mouse type of session here. So we go left up and right up. And rotate this this way. So this is a sort of interesting way of having what do you call it? It's an interesting way of basically having let's see here. I'm gonna go down. Yeah, so this guy's chased me by the way, because I thought we just attacked him. Here's a question: do these guys move in this kind of directions, or do they also move diagonal as well? Let's go to the right here, and of course he moves to the right. Let's go down, right, down, right. See, he had to move that way basically here. So I can wait basically over here, and just go left, left. He's dead. And then up, up. Alright, so that's basically enough of the mouse. Basically, you see that the mouse controls basically work just fine. I can hit the menu here to resume. Alright, so another base I can use the keyboard basically move around with. It looks like I can use these keys just fine. There's the numpad keys over here, by the way, so everything works. So let's just stand here for a moment. I'm gonna go to Blash. Basically, we kill the door there. Alright, so best basically is killing the doors there. Let's just go down here a little bit. Smash. What are these bees? So barrel. A smashable barrel might be something good inside if you're really lucky. And G is basically your grass. Some tropical grass, quick thick. It blocks the way forward and your sight. Okay. Let's go minus here. And let's kill these barrels. There's a door down there apparently. Interesting. Note the grass basically blocks me. I guess. Oh, no, by the way, if I have my weapon down here, by the way, I can't move straight down. So in order to get down here, I have to move my weapon out of the way. Alright, interesting. Let's go this way. So I can actually see this being a game that's probably Well, it can be played with like 8 directions pretty well, but this is probably a game you probably want to have with like card directions just to make it a little bit easier. But whatever, it does work pretty well with like probably the 8 directional for tactics and stuff. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go counterclockwise and charge. And let's do this. If I move this way. See, I don't bother if I basically attack these guys like that. They sort of like, just like keep pathing up. I basically want to like charge these guys directly on, not like, hit them like from the side, I guess. So let's go like this, and we'll go like this, go like this, go like this. I'll go like that to force them down. And whoop. Smack, smack. What's this? This is a chest, enticing looking chest. Alright, let's go down here. The chest died. It had a health potion. Heal to full. Very nice. Oh, you know what? There's still stuff around over here, so... There's our chest over here. There is leather armor. This gives me an HP bonus of 2 and defense of 10. Well, that's better than rags, I guess. So let's see here. Now, here's the thing. How do you pick up? Okay, you have a pickup option right here. Can you pick up basically with like P on the keyboard or anything like that, or like grab or? Yep. So you basically press G and you can like grab stuff from like the the keyboard. I can see why this game was basically rated so high because it basically has like a lot of like the aesthetics basically you want for like a roguelike, but it's also got like a lot of like approachability to it as well. And yeah, I'll look probably like I said something about approachability in like my other video there, because this is actually something you want to basically have. Like how approachable is the game basically to play? Like can you like jump into it? Is like this like easy enough to like to sort of like play like playing it, or does it have a tutorial basically help you out, or just like throw like a bunch of instructions under like the store page? So apparently this like was dropped down because of aesthetics apparently, and apparently for fun, and possibly for scope. So maybe it's like too simple, not fun enough, and someone hated the graphics, I guess, or controls. I should probably actually do this. By the way, you can actually click on to find out. So fairly standard, right? Like ASCII graphics, easily read and understood with no embellishments. So yeah, basically just saying it's just it does what it needs to basically, but nothing like more basically. So fun. It was a fun experience. I don't think it's especially great, but fun enough. That's not that's basically my like opinions so far. By the way, it's like not doing anything like too insane, innovative. So sword mechanic and making innovation certainly provides quite a lot of fun. But yeah, everything else is just to expect. Scope. Expected for Post-7DRL. Alright, so enough of that. Let's just get back to this, I guess. So it's fun to be able to do that, but whatever. We actually want to come here to play. Those are rags. Those things are defensive 5 apparently. So no problem apparently up here. We can see like we have an HP bonus for like the brackets, the first brackets, and we have like a defense bonus for like the second bracket. Here's our snake. Okay, let's go here. And we'll go here. Stab, stab, stab. That seems like the best way of approaching snakes, probably. Just like, just like get around them and smack them, so to speak. I can see, by the way, how you probably want to have like the rotation be on like on this like thing here to like rotate around, just avoid issues. But whatever. Alright, there's the way out, but let's just go loot this level first. So here's a knife. This gives me attack bonus of 4. Alright, so we got ourselves a knife. Now, here's a question I used to ask myself. Is it possible like you're going to have like different ranges on these weapons? Like something I can see like being like really like interesting, by the way, for just an idea, is like you basically have it so like a spear is like 3 tiles long, a long sword is like 2 tiles long, a dagger is like 1. That could be like, one way of, I would say like the envision could be a lot better. But, it works, what we basically have here, so I'm not going to complain about it too much, obviously. Oh, what are these? These are rats, a large rat. So you have a swarm of rats over here. So stab. Stab. Oh, okay, so rats can basically hit you diagonally. You have to watch out for that. Stab, stab, stab. So I took some damage there, but that's fine. We learned something we didn't. On the part there is no like sound here, so whatever. All right, more rats. Let's go like this. So let's go stab, and we'll go up. Stab, stab. The AI isn't too smart, I guess, but it works well enough. Let's wait here, and I'll stab, and I'll stab, 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 stab. I mean, I shouldn't say the AI is stupid because, like, you have a snake who basically, like, runs around like a snake. You have the rats, basically, like, do their thing. Nope. Let's go this way. Alright, so I can use the stairs with, like, the comma. And there's a snake down there, so let's go over here. Let's go like this. There goes the snake. Perfect. Alright, so we picked up a teleport scroll. Teleport to a random space on this floor. Not bad. What are these? These are slimes, I bet. Grey ooze. Alright, so ooze. A greyish mass of corrosive ooze with a solid core. It's got HP 20s and attack 20. I'm wondering if like, this is like one monster by itself, or how it basically works here. So it's got a solid core, right? So hit the ooze for 20 there. No, he hit me for 20. Alright, so let's attack it then a little bit here. So bam, it's dead. So that gave me a little bit difficulty because, like, you have to basically hit like the solid core in order to kill it. Smack, smack, smack. Okay, that works. Kill these guys. Whoop. Let's go up here and kill it that way, the rat. Let's go down here. Oh, right, my weapon's in the way, so let's go like this. Smack, smack, smack. There goes those rats. Stuffing this way, so let's go up here. What have we got in here? Barrels. Swing the sword a little bit. Now, I'll note by the way, like directional movement like this is probably like better served in sort of like an action relic, I think, or if you could have like a turn-based game where like you have like the thing swinging around, just be a lot more intuitive. But it works like this is about best it gets basically in this sort of like format, like gameplay wise, I think. We got ourselves a health potion, heal to full, very nice. And that's the way out. So let's go up here. There's some grass in here apparently. There's a snake in here apparently. Interesting how that snake doesn't really respawn until you get close enough to it. Alright, so let's go up here. We picked up in our teleport scroll, so bang, bang, bang. Oh, apparently there's level up stuff here. So, Dungeoneering Sense. Always know where the stairs and chests are. And free rotation, you can rotate without using a turn as long as you don't hit anything. Wow, so you got some really powerful perks here. So free rotation will be very useful. So let's get that. Now, I will say this, by the way, I'm not really a big fan of like having like things that feel like they should be like, inherent. If you basically have like free rotation as like a, a perk, it should really be a really powerful perk, I think. It shouldn't be like, one of the first things you basically pick up. So I don't really like the idea, but, whatever. Let's get this stuff over here. We got our ooze here. I suppose by the ooze it can like go like ooze around as well, so I gotta like watch out for that. Let's go this way. Go here. Okay, bang! We got the ooze for a hit there. And if I go, okay, so we may actually kill off that ooze easily enough. This definitely has quite a bit of scope to it. I'll give like the developer that. And definitely deserves like high markings, I guess. All right, let's get down here. And we'll go this way maybe. There's a chest right there. Awesome. So we got ourselves in our teleport scroll. So yeah, I can start dropping this like stuff in if I'm not really using it, but whatever. Alright, so note something by the way, I tried to like move like diagonally down, and it didn't let me because there's basically grass in the way. So if I go up here maybe, if I press like 1, note that basically if we try to like move basically into grass that we can't move into, your sword still basically attacks stuff, but you can't move yourself. So I'm actually able to like hit like right here. I guess if I move diagonally into like the grass. So a little oddity, I guess. It could be like considered a bug. I'm not really sure. I almost feel by the way that this should have like tank-like movement, where like essentially like it could be like WSD basically move around, but you basically have a Q and E basically to like rotate your weapon. So that'd be like another way of like possibly like going around like this server game. Like you have like tank-based movement where like W moves you forward, A moves you to like the left, D moves you to the right, S moves you back. Q and like E basically rotate your sword left to right. Alright, Bat Hide Armor. So that's a little bit more tougher than what I currently got, so let's pick it up. Oh, there's an ooze right there. So let's go minus, move this way, minus. Okay, well, we killed the ooze, I guess. I hit the rat there. Oh, these are big rats with more HP, I think. So these guys have 15 HP as opposed to like what they had before. I was wondering why they weren't dying immediately, because like you had more HP apparently. So oh well. Let's go this way. There's another ooze. This is an ooze with very like little going for some reason. Okay. Let's go like rotate like this. There we go, hit on it. Let's go. Let's go like this, and I'll wait. Oh, I died. Well, we died basically there, but you know, I'm actually gonna get like a good way into the game here to like show off like a lot what was basically going on. So that's basically KROK, and you know, it looks like very interesting for like one of the top rated games. Now, no, probably this is my type of game I consider like fun. I would prefer it to be like probably more interactive like with the mouse basically. So like maybe I have like the mouse basically move around, to, like move around, like use WSD to move around. Maybe I have like 10 controls or something like that. There's a lot of like more control schemes I think would work better than like the traditional what you have like here, but it worked fine. So hope you guys basically like enjoyed the video for it and take care.